Alright guys, back with another video, and this time we're at Game On. Shout out to Game On for having locals every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But I want to show you guys a video. It's like I concocted a few days ago, and it's something that I feel like can be expanded upon. We'll talk about that in the video. But it's Bystial going second, and
straight into the profile.
yeah, we got 3 Lubellion. This is your Rhoda for the Bystial cards, and then it grabs the spells and traps and sets up, places them in the spell and trap zone. This card's crazy. You could probably get away with 2. 3 Magnum. This card is just crazy. You want to do this on your opponent's end phase or on their turn to disrupt them, and then grab a dragon, which we'll talk about that in a second. It grabs any dragon. So it can grab Lubellion if you don't have it. It can grab any other Bystial. It's really strong. You got 3 Druisworm. This card is super good because you get to send it for interactions and send special summon monsters to the graveyard, or you can use it for OTKing. And then you got 3 Sorin here. This is the card I side out one of sometimes because it's not that great, but it sends a spell and trap cards to the graveyard, which is actually relevant. And then the last cards related to the engine. 1 Beast. This is your out for any spell and trap or like Mystic Mine or anything like that. And also this card is just stupid.
What's that do?
So it tributes a dragon as long as you control a Bystial and pop any card on the field. And at the end phase, it gets to place 1 branded spell in your spell and trap zone until you get a grab regained. So Soriner will send this one. The Lubellion will place this in your spell and trap zone, and this one will get played. So on your opponent's turn, you get to draw a card. Because this says whenever a White or Dark monster is banished, you can put that on the bottom of the owner's deck and then draw a card. And also, if your opponent summons a monster while you control this, you get to summon back a Bystial from grave, which is stupid. So you get to bring back Magnamon again, and
so we're maxing out on the Bystials here.
Maxing out. This you could technically play a second copy, but I don't think it's necessary. To the Adventure Engine, everybody loves these cards. I'm maxing out on like what you would normally play. I can see myself maybe playing a second Adventure, but you don't really need it. You're trying to go second and kill. So.
Did you ever foolish Lubellion?
You can, yes. So you can actually foolish Lubellion and then tribute a dragon and bring it back, and then get to do your plays that way.
Going to your combo that way.
So this is actually a card I do side out sometimes because it's not that crazy, but it's for consistency. And then 1 Legal Knight and 1 Griffin. This card's just crazy. Everybody knows what these cards do. And you can also just use this to like bounce, and then you get to send with the Druisworm.
And you were saying the Illegal Knight might not be the most necessary card in this list, right?
These 2 cards can probably be cut, but they're just consistency pieces because this is a dark monster you can discard as well. It's a level 7, so you can synchro climb.
Yeah.
It's dark and it's a fiend, so
pretty good.
Then this is the spice. So I love these cards because of the old synchro adventure decks, but this card's a dragon. So you can grab it with your Magnum, which is crazy. So the ideal situation is to have Rite of Aramis here in this, because everybody knows that combo's crazy, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But basically you want to have this and then OTK them.
Spicy.
And then for consistency, 3 Potters of Seri. This is the only time you won't OTK, is if you have to activate this. Earlier I had this in my hand, I still didn't have to activate it. Then 1 Called By and 3 Triple T. These cards crazy right now because everybody's activating monster effects on your opponent's turn, and you get to steal stuff and kill them or draw 2. Most time, this is just to steal stuff.
Rip their hand.
Rip their hand if you're going first.
Does shoot them.
3 Super Poly broken. OTK'd earlier with I opened up 3 bricks and I still OTK'd them.
Yeah, because this is a go second deck, right?
Yeah, you just want to go second and then 3 Imperm. These are your go second cards, and all of your Bystial cards are basically hand traps. So you got like 18 technical go second cards. I mean, I guess right is technically.
You should always open up at least 1 or 2 go second cards for the most part, yeah.
And then to the extra deck.
What is 40?
41 right now because I put in the last second Lubellion.
Okay, 40, 41. It's not bad.
2 you got to the Synchros. This is one of your pieces in the ladder with Baron. So you take the Red Rose and turn the Griffin and turn into this. Summon the other one from deck. Turn the token and the 2 leftover Rocks Rose and bring to this. Bounce something, and then you turn that into this with the other level 3, and then a Bystial trigger will banish, and this guy just gets big. So all the banish cards, and the last synchro we play, last 2 are like situational cards that never came up. You got 1 Croc because you have a bunch of level 6. So level 6 plus 3 is this. Draw a card, and he's pretty big. And then you have the Psychic and Punisher. You can make this with Lubellion and a tuner, so I thought it was necessary to have, because if you open up this, you can keep this on board and just go like this, and this is OTK. But there's lots of ways to kill this deck, because all of your dudes are 2,500 or more, and then you have the XYZs. Beatrice can send Lubelia. Beatrice can send the adventure cards. I kept drawing the adventure cards, so I didn't have to do that, but in theory I could have done it a few times.
What about this guy? He came up today?
Yeah, this guy is big. He gains... all your monsters gain 100 attack per every card in your opponent's graveyard, so this is an OTK card. So. And then for the rest of the extra, so this is something that I, in theory, wanted to do, was I can make this attack, activate his effect or whatever, if I have to or not, and then he's big, you take this and throw it on top, and then Zeus. So
and then you have some ulti action there going on
yeah,
too.
this is just, it never came up, but in theory it could have.
Yep.
Like if you Dart Ruler more somebody or something like that, and then go in main phase 2 and do that. 2 your generic links, I just played a few. This card's just the Avermax if you have to, and then this is just, could be Iria or a few other cards, but that's up to you. If you want, whatever this slot can be, whatever you want, and then Dark is just generic as hell.
Yeah, you don't usually use your extra deck anyways. You sit on your big Bystals.
Then you see Super Poly targets, because I'm playing Super Poly. These cards are super good.
Standard package.
To the side, we got 2 Ash, 3 Lava Golem. This card is actually probably just going to go in the main deck. And just if I'm going devoted to the straight up go second style, every time I use this card, the game was over, and you don't normal summon, and they just die. So probably just gonna put those in the main deck and screw the other stuff. Then if you think you really need to go first against a certain matchup, I had these because you have Pot of Prosperity to help you dig for it. I probably should have included maybe Trap Trick and D-Barriers in my side like I wanted to initially, and probably just said screw Dart Ruler. But there's a lot of Flunder players that are locals and you really need this against that matchup because they have like no Light and Darks engraved, and you have to play awkwardly. And then this is like one of the best side deck cards in the format if you're not maining it.
Yeah,
Cosmic Cyclone.
Insane right now.
Runics are a thing. So.
Any final thoughts about the deck, Trey?
Now, the deck's crazy. I think that this is something that I feel like somebody that has a bigger brain than me could probably make it better. But yeah, deck's strong.
All right.
See you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys are smashing the like button, join the Discord if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video.
Shout out AFG.